Dan is someone. Thank you, Poetic Matter, for the off stream follow. Shoot, I am not in the game anymore. Let me in the game. So we've got a special edition. Uh, there we go. We're in. Awesome. So we've got Jake, my fellow podcaster, co-host of the Sanctimonious podcast, taking on a fellow friend, Bhawk, here on I am set up. Yep. So they're gonna be playing a game. They're playing with their hands revealed to me, so I'll be able to watch and commentate the game as they're playing. We think this might be a cool idea to kind of, I don't know, it's just, I think it can be very informative. Um, so yeah, play on, fellas. Let's see what you guys got. All right, I'm not gonna get this on the social medias, unfortunately. But we'll see what we can get for. Jake says he's making excuses already. All right, so Jake is running a deck with Dish Logo Shadows, Crackling Argande of the Hive. Bhawk is running She Who Rather Fronts the Future, a Dis Logo Shadows Mirror House matchup here. Jake has first turn, leads off with a Seeker Needle. He's setting up for a big second turn Dis turn, or potentially maybe just Logos, because the Shred's not going to get full value right away, but now it will with the treasure map play off of Bhawk. So now Jake has set himself up for a nice Dis turn this turn to go Shred, Succubus. I mean, he could Poltergeist his own Seeker Needle for the Ember. He probably should have done it before playing any creatures, but maybe he'll just discard it. Mind Barb hits a Bat Drone, and we'll see if he plays the Poltergeist. No, he discards it. That was probably wise. Like he could have played it at the very beginning if Seeker Needle didn't seem like it's going to be a big part of his game plan. So we've got that into a Relentless Whispers to get all of his Amber back and put himself in check. And a Nexus to start messing with his Seeker Needle. Things are not looking good for Jake as Bhawk has drawn into a bait and switch. So no matter what Jake does here, if he gains a bunch of Amber this turn, um, Bhawk will be able to just bait and switch to even up the field there. Otherwise, he can still go Charette again into an Ember Imp into an Arise. I mean, if I were Bhawk, I would be hoping Jake gains a bunch of Amber this turn. He's not going to gain a bunch of Amber. He's going to get two. Two Amber plus playing both of his creatures. So he's going to refill his hand, which is good. See what he draws into. So he's got a Wild Wormhole. He's at 2. So I guess for Bhawk here, maybe he goes Dis. Yep, he'll go Charette, Ember Imp, Arise. And he's just going to really try to set up for a big bait and switch. Oh, he doesn't play Arise. Interesting. All right, so he's self-chaining a little bit. So Jake's turn. We're looking at in his hand. Let's see here. What would you want to do? So Ember Imp needs to die. He could Logos into Wild Wormhole. We'll first hit Research Smoko into Ember Imp to get rid of that Wild Wormhole. See what happens. Otherwise, he can go Shadows. Shadows doesn't seem awesome. Red Hot Armor doesn't really do anything. So he's going Dis. So we're going to hand a Dis the Nexus. Control the Weak. What's he going to call here? It'll be interesting to see what he calls. So we're hitting off the Ember Imp. Yep, got to get that guy out of the way. And last but not least, we're going to have a Control the Weak. And what are we going to call Jake? If I'm Jake in this situation, my opponent's played a bunch of Dis. I would not call Dis. What did he call? He called Shadows. All right, that was a good call. So we'll see if Bhawk fires off his bait and switch here or holds on to it for another turn to set up for a bigger steal. Or he could also pawn sacrifice his Charette, take out the Succubus and the Smoko, putting Jake up to 4 and then bait and switching him back down to 2-2. Oh, it'd be 3-2. No, so he'd want to that won't quite work out in his favor. Let's see here, that'd be 3 to 4, 7. I don't know, it'd still be pretty good for him. 4, 5. It'd be 3, 2. Yep, so there's that play. Nailed it. So he's limiting his resources there by not hitting Dr. Escotera. That just makes it harder for Jake to gain Amber. So that's the correct play there, even though it fires off the archives. Oh, so let's see here. Jake is looking at an empty board now. His Schuler isn't good yet, so he's going to probably not call this turn. It's maybe a decent turn to call. Yep, to call Shadows. Yep. So he can Poison Wave, play his Courser, his Naughty. He's going to Master Plan first. The Schuler, that's smart. You don't want to discard that. That's going to be good. Now he doesn't have to declare Dis in order to play it. So that sets him up for either going Logos or Shadows again next turn if he wants, and still being able to get that steal off. And he shoots his own Escatera, setting up for a potential Shadows turn next turn where he can finish off his Escatera for the Amber. And we've got a quick, a Scrambler Storm. So quick library access turn from Bhawk, cycled through, has got a pretty salty Dis hand right now. You'll see, so Jake also has a library access, but he has no Logos cards to really back it up. Wild Wormhole will draw him 2 cards off of that, but he's probably better served going 0, 4, 4. I mean, he needs to get a key. I think that's the right call going Shadows here, so he can steal with Naughty. Moon Cursor can hit Ganymede Archivist, steal 1. Naughty steals 1, puts him into check. He can play an Evasion Sigil after that to cut him 1 over check. Seeker Needle his own Escatera. Nope, the Smoko. He doesn't want to go too far over check in case Bhawk has any big steel cards in hand. Alright, so it comes back to Bhawk. Now he's staring down a checked Jake. Ooh, hits him with the Mind Barb, hits the Wild Wormhole. That's a pretty good hit. Expletive, says Jake. Not really expletive, but we'll keep it clean. That was a good hit. All right, so what do we got left here? We have a Hecatome, which he has no creatures out, and an Arise. So he can Arise for some disc creatures, play the disc creatures, but he's gonna save that. He's gonna save that little combo. I know Bhawk, and he does love to play a bunch of disc creatures, Hecatome them away, and then Arise them all back up again to his hand. So he's at 3. Jake gets back on the board. He's got 1 key, 1 amber, so he's actually right back in this game now. It's pretty good turnaround for him after the really fast start by Bhawk. So we're gonna steal 1. Oh, he's just playing Pit Demon. Excuse me. He can Pandemonium here, and he can capture 2. He may as well. Not sure what's in his discard. So there's the Pandemonium to steal 2, the capture 2 rather. Can Arise for the Charette and the Succubus. Or he might go Logos. No, he goes Succubus. So I guess there's only 1 Logos creature. Like the reason you might go Logos there is because you have library access in hand, but with just the Smoko in hand or in the discard, it's not really worth it. So the disc call is a good call there. All right, so now all of a sudden Jake has a 2-0 Amber lead, both at 1 key. So Bhawk goes Nexus, Ghostly Hand, Miasma. Pass. Bhawk plays faster than I can talk. Good on you, sir. Alright, so it's 2-3 after that little play. So we're going to go Shadows. So he's going to finish off the Smoko for an Amber. That'll put him to 3. He can play another Seeker Needle, another Moon Course, or another Silvertooth. It'll be interesting to see if he plays the too much to protect or not. Um, you don't really want to chain yourself with it, and Bhawk's not really anywhere close to being over 6 amber, but the other thing is you'll have 3 shadows creatures and 2 seeker needles out. So calling shadows again is not that detrimental if you have to do it again. So I guess I could see the play to either do the Moon Courser Shadow Tooth Silver or Shadow Tooth Silver Tooth and Seeker Needle and not play too much to protect, and I can also see the case for actually playing it. You probably just want to play it because it puts you in check range again. If it wouldn't put you in check, I'd probably save it, but if I were Jake in this spot, I would play it, and he does. So he's going to put himself into check. All right. Oh, Jake has a big library access turn brewing over there. Bhawk doesn't know it, but Bhawk could play Logos this turn, Wild Wormhole into a Scrambler Storm, and that'll keep Jake from being able to do his big library access turn this next turn. It would really, I mean, Jake's got a big board, so he'll be able to do something nice still with his board that he's got built. But he wouldn't be able to do his library access turn, which I don't even know if doing his library access turn is the right call on this next turn. He might be better off just using the board. So we got a Dexter, we got the Scrambler Storm. Yep. Oh, the Dexter was a really good pull. That was a really nice Wild Wormhole into that Dexter to keep Jake from getting his second key. So we're getting closer now to Bhawk being right back in this game. Let's see what Jake goes with here. I mean, he definitely doesn't want to do Logos because you do not want to ruin that turn. I feel like Shadows would be the way to go. And so does Jake, and that's why we're podcasting partners. So with Shadows, you can go Steal with Naughty, Silvertooth, if you really want to get rid of the Nexus. You can swing with Silvertooth, Moon Courser, the Nexus. And you just hit Dexter. Just gonna keep that on top of his deck. Reap, is he just gonna go big? Let's see here, the master plan has already been used. And then we're just pinging the Nexus. Will he stash anything? I had almost hidden stash my library access. Their library access or the bait and switch. But we have seen a few discard effects. Or he just doesn't play it. Hmm. There's the classic Bhawk play right there. I'm super curious as to why he didn't play Hidden Stash to at least allow himself a chance to draw a couple additional cards there. 4/7. So I mean, he can just go Shadows. Yep, he's just gonna go Shadows. He can get Bhawk off of check again. I think that's the right call. That's the right play. He bait and switches. Yeah, okay. Get it out of your hand. 'Cause, yeah, you're just trying to close out this game at this point. Bhawk does have the miasma to buy a turn. Or he has Dexter if Jake doesn't get up to a high enough amber total. So we have Evasion Sigil, which does not exhaust the Moon Courser. Moon Cursor hits the Succubus to steal 1, putting Jake to 7. So now the Dexter play isn't possible anymore. Let's see, Evasion Sigil hit lab work, so Silvertooth fights the Ember Imp. Naughty steals one, putting him to 8. And Seeker Needle finishes off the Nexus, putting him to 9. So pretty much Bhawk can play Miasma this next turn and live for one more turn. But then he probably dies after that. I'm not sure what else is in his deck. And there's the hidden stash to put the library access away. Yep, looks like it's going to be a GG here. He miasma'd and didn't really find any other answers. Yeah, I don't know. So on Jake's side, like, what do you do? Like, you could potentially just fire off a really silly library access turn. Just go really big, make a huge board. Or you just go shadows and just continue to ping things to death. Jake doesn't know it yet, but he's pretty much got the game wrapped up. I don't see any combination of cards here from Bhawk that can really bring him back in it. Let's see what he's got in his discard. No, he doesn't have anything else that captures Amber. I mean, he can arise again for an Ember Imp Succubus, but that doesn't really get him anywhere. And arising for anything else doesn't really do much. So he is going to go for the big library access turn. I like that. Because you may as well build a big board in case something happens this next turn, like just using the shadows. And using the shadows wouldn't be bad. You're stealing 2 more again from Bhawk. But this just kind of feels good. Then you can have all the answers in your hand. Just have a nice big hand at the end of this turn. So he's finding Schulers, he's finding all the good stuff, and the charrettes. So yeah, he's got all the insurance in his hand now. Play a couple of Smokos, keep drawing cards. Positron Bolt, the charrette, finish it off. There it goes. And yeah, Reap with Dr. Escatera. G to the G. 20 Amber. That was really, really quickly done there. Jake has won the game. He has avenged himself. Well played, gentlemen. Well played. Man, that's a lot of Amber, says Bhawk. Yeah, like that just shows you in this game, like, do not give up when it goes badly for you early. Like, there is enough time in this game to come back. Like, Jake stayed the course. I mean, he was down 6-0, like a key to no Amber. Um, yeah, and he just stayed the course, played his cards, played his deck, fought his way back into it. No, that was fun. We'll see if they're gonna play another one. Otherwise, we'll probably sign off here. Um, yeah, I'll maybe just stop the stream. No, we'll stay on the stream for a minute. We'll see if there's gonna be a deciding third match. Well played, gents. Well played. Way to stick with it. All right, I'm gonna shut the stream down. I don't know if they're gonna play another one. If we do another game, I will pop on here and fire it up again. But yeah, thanks for checking it out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let us know if you did, and we will continue to do them.